I'm gonna enable Anna to make a local recording. And I'm gonna start reading the script. In accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised this meeting is being audio video recorded. The agenda lists all topics which may be discussed at the meeting and are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes may be taken as a result of these discussions. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussions to the extent permitted by open meeting law. Please address all comments to the chair. This meeting of the Conservation Commission is being held by Zoom. The Zoom meeting ID is 812-8378-2929. The passcode is 468905. As always, the agenda may be found on the town calendar on the town website. And there's always a link there that you can click on, which will bring you right into the meeting. I'm Bob Pease. I'm the chair. Rich Birch is not with us. Jeff Viviano.
Present.
Katie Childs.
Here.
Mike LaRouche.
Present.
Murray Wilson will not be with us. Rich Tremblay.
Here.
All righty. Are there any announcements? Is there any public comments? Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting from February 1st?
So moved.
Thank you, Richard.
Second.
Second by Mike. Roll call vote. Jeff,
Aye.
Katie,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
and I for myself. We have an appointment with Mr. Galoni of 23 Cove Road, and I see he's here.
This time.
And so, Mr. Galoni, this is just, you know, we were advised by our attorney to issue a new enforcement order. It's my understanding you've already agreed that you're going to take the shed down in the spring.
That's correct.
And so just know that we're going to issue a new enforcement order, and you can put it in your circular file when it arrives.
I've actually already got the new enforcement
Oh,
order.
you
Mike.
did? All right. Well, then there you go. I guess I didn't realize we were that far along, but it's
Yeah.
good. Did you have any additional comments? Do we have any business to conduct tonight?
No, I thought from the last meeting, we committed to meeting with you guys again at the last conservation committee meeting, and apparently we got the schedule screwed up, so we didn't appear, but I was going to bring back some information to you from the previous meeting prior to that one, in regards to information we got, just so that we're all on the same page.
And so what is that? Would you like to share it now?
Yeah, so I had attended a town meeting with the DPW, and we discussed the issue of the flooding on the property and the drains and so forth. So what was agreed to is that I'm going to work with the DPW director to address the stormwater control and stormwater onto the property, as well as address the culvert that currently goes under the road. That's not big enough for the water flow, which is resulting in the flooding. Once we can get that resolved, then at that point, if I still own the house, then I will apply for another RDA if I decide to put the greenhouse up again.
Okay.
But as it is, as of right now, yes, weather permitting, the greenhouse will come down in the spring, and everybody should be happy and we can all move on.
Well, thank you so much. Do any other commissioners have any comments? Hearing none, I thank you so much for coming tonight, Mr. Galoni, and for your perseverance through this process.
Yeah, Bob, just one quick question for you though is, how do we want to do this? We're gonna leave the enforcement order open until a further date and how
No,
many
well, the
periods?
enforcement order will close it out when you take the shed down.
Well, that's why I was asking.
Yeah,
So do you want me to communicate to you after the shed comes down, or do you want me to give you an
you
update?
just
Or
let, let the office, let Anna Petrie know. When the shed's down, she'll come out, take a look. And then we'll close the order at the next meeting.
Okay, so there's no reason to attend between now and then.
And there's no reason to attend ever.
Okay, all right. I just want to clarify, just to make sure that's all.
All right, thank you so much, Robert.
All right, Bob. Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody.
I don't have any topics not known 48 hours in advance. I'm looking for for an authorization tonight to hire Beaver Associates. They gave a talk at a recent MAC Lunch and Learn. Really great talk. Guy's an expert on how to take in, remove beaver dams, remove the problems that beavers create, without removing the beavers. He said he'd do it for half price for us. I believe it was less than $200. It was in the budget summary that I sent everybody. Let's see. It was gonna be $137.50 if he charges us half price. So I'm looking for a motion to authorize us to bring in beavers, this beaver consultant in the springtime to look at the road out to the wildlife viewing platform where we go to look at the beavers on Cowdrey.
So moved.
We have a second.
Second.
Second, made and seconded. A roll call vote. Jeff,
Aye.
Katie,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
and I for myself. Next thing on the agenda is update on the Timber Rights Fund activity. I sent everybody. Let's share the screen. Put this over here, blow this up like that. And let's share a screen too. Aha. And you can see this is all the activity in the Timber Rights Fund since its inception back in 2017. And we can see that right now there's a balance in the fund of $20,639. If we spend the money for Beaver Solutions, that brings us down to $20,509. If we get the grant and we do the local match, that'll bring us down to $5,591. In addition, we've got more than $2,000 left in the two Mackey's POs here, which we can use to fund things like building the kiosks, possibly repairing the bridge at Hunting Hills, and others, little things. Also, I would point out that this purchase order right here to MRPC for $600 is most likely going to be unnecessary. Because it appears as though we are going to once again this year be able to use the 8 free hours of GIS time that the town gets every year. And the year just started, so there's a fresh 8 hours. It'll be on the agenda of the next planning commission. So in essence, that adds another $600 back into the available funds. Right now we've got about looking at all the prior commitments, we got about $5,000 left in the Timber Rights Fund, and we got another more than $2,000 left in the two Mackey POs. The timber harvest at Reno, I expect will not happen until sometime in the middle of the summer. It doesn't appear as though the ground's ever going to freeze this winter. Mr. King told me, either the ground has to freeze or they have to wait till the ground dries out in the summertime before they'll start that harvest. So we shouldn't be counting on that 14,488, anytime soon. So, but I thought this was good news. I was a little concerned because, like when we said, oh, we'll match Dillis and do this local match for the Dillis and Roy, I was a little concerned about, well, where does that gonna put us after we do that? And we'll still be in pretty good shape, and we have some other infusions of money coming along after that. So I thought that would be helpful for everyone to see. Any questions or comments on that? Hearing and seeing none, we'll stop sharing that screen if I can figure out how to do that. Let's see. It appears as though I can't figure out how to do that, how to get the Zoom. Oh, that's a fine how to do. Oh, here it is. All right. Authorization of Voss sign boundary. I'd like to take and buy, the little circular trail markers we've been putting up. I'd like to buy some custom ones. It'll cost less than $400. 250 of them that says Lunenburg Conservation Commission approximate property boundary. Put them where the trails, cross onto other people's boundaries, on other people's properties. So I'm looking for a motion for a PO to Voss Signs not to exceed $400.
So moved.
So moved.
All
Second.
right, motion and second, roll call. Jeff Viviano,
Aye.
Katie,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Richard.
Aye.
Aye for myself. There are no updates on the grant applications. Anna, have we received any additional information from the people who received encroachment letters?
Yes, so far we have 2 responses. One of them is for 26 Mulpus. Actually, the homeowner, they contacted me saying that they, of course, had no idea, and that they are going to remove the treehouse, fence, and shed. So far, they actually contacted me today and told me that they had taken down the fence and the treehouse, and they will be taking down the shed later when weather is more permittable to do so. So that's 26 Mulpus. And then the next property is 123 Farm Hill Road. And that is in regards to that trailer.
Yep.
And they have moved it. They didn't really, obviously they didn't know it was kind of the corner of the trailer was kind of going on to the other property. And so during the winter time, they actually move it. And now that they know that the our land is like right there, they're going to be making sure for future that they won't be encroaching onto that. Just because it's a little confusing because it's very manicured near that. So, but he will make sure, he'll even contact me if they move it back to that area, just to make sure that they're not encroaching.
Thank you so much. And so let's take 123 Old Farm Road off of this list for future meetings.
Yep.
We'll leave 26 Mulpus Road on the list until, we can go out and check it out.
Yep.
And let's hope we hear from the other 3.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Anna.
No problem.
Hollis Road, anything to, I saw you sent some, I know you got getting quotes on carpet.
Yes, we got 2 quotes and I'm waiting for a third. It's roughly around $2,000 to remove and put back what they call a contractor's grade carpet. So there will be a pad and a contractor's grade. When one of the companies, when Acme was there, they actually realized that there was a portion of the subfloor that was rotten. So they don't usually do that kind of work, but I sort of said, you know, for that small job, it would be easier for them to include that
Yep.
into their bid, and they agreed to do that. However, the other two estimates, I'm just giving an approximation of about $300 is what Acme used to say that's what it's going to cost to fix it.
Okay,
And they're the only ones who came to measure so far. So I'm kind of using one to help me line up the others and make a final decision. So hopefully I will have that by the next meeting.
thank you so much, Mike. And sometime, I think maybe the two of us together should reach out to the new facilities director. And
Yes.
see if we can't get him to help you with this. with
Okay,
these
that would be
activities.
wonderful.
Because you've gone above and beyond here, but it seems to me like really someone from the town should be doing this.
Okay. I did include Julie Beliveau
Yep,
on those estimates. I realize she may not be the person
no,
involved.
she's the perfect person to include on that, so.
Okay, okay. Then I'm looking forward to meeting the new person when I come back middle of March.
Super, well, I go mountain biking with his brother on a regular basis, so I'm
Okay.
hoping I have it in.
I think you might. Good for you.
All right, thank you, Mike.
I did want to mention, I did send a letter to Emily Merlino, not a letter, but an email regarding the removal of those tractors, and I'm still working on that pile of debris and I will let her know once that gets done. So I did send her an email, and we've been in contact with one another, so she's aware of our plans.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It says on the agenda, balance of the in the Hawes Gift Fund. I don't have that tonight, but I'd like us to be able to take and have a report similar to the one that I produced for the Timber Rights Fund for the Hawes Gift Fund that shows, oh, this month, you know, this much money was put in from, our tenant, and we spent this much, and this is the balance, and so on and so forth. So we're on top of what's going on there, and that's so Rebecca Manley is going to be working on that for us. So, do we have any Anna? Do we have any administrative determinations?
No,
Do we have any extension permit requests?
no,
The right answer is no.
no,
Good. Do we have any certificates of compliance?
no, none of the certificate.
Do we have anything that we need to hear about from these 4 violations? I love the way the list is getting shorter.
Yeah. So, for 48 Oak Ridge, they actually just completed their full submittal of an RDA, so they will be on for the March 1st meeting.
Okay,
For 54 Pine Grove, they still need to submit a certified abutters list and a butters notification. They've sent us checks, but they still need to, have a full submittal. Obviously 23 Cove Road is, we discussed that earlier. And then for the notice of noncompliance for 205 Sunset, I have an email from Seth Donahue from Dillis and Roy, and they are finishing up their new plans so they can submit it appropriately and hopefully be on an agenda in March or into April.
Thank you, Anna.
Yes.
Bill Bernard, the DPW director, has received one quote for doing the Howard Street driveway. And has not heard back from the other two contractors, that he reached out to. And when he hears back, then I'll be going to the select board with hat in hand, asking them to fund that. Timber sales, we already heard about. Conservation land improvements, I think I copied you guys on an email I sent out to a lot of people, looking for people to help me put up the signs. And I got a moderately good response, and we're making forward progress. Committee reports. I participated to a certain extent in the last open space committee meeting, and the Parks and Rec is planning to would like to take and have a parcel on Lake Shirley. It's a small parcel on Lake Shirley, transferred to their care and control from the selectmen, so they can put a car top boat launch thing there. And of course, the neighbors are all strenuously objecting and threatening to sue and all this other stuff. And I don't believe any meeting of the Stormwater Committee lately, Richard?
Actually, we have a meeting tomorrow night. I was
Okay.
unable to attend last month's meeting. We had a problem with the Zoom connection.
Okay, well, we're at that point in the meeting where I asked, is there any public comment from members of the commission? We should all say good evening to Richard. He just showed up in time for us to adjourn.
You know, I feel kind of guilty. I was watching the open space committee and
And what happened?
somehow nodded off and woke up and I'm like, oh no, it's 4:15. I woke up and 5 minutes ago and I'm trying to Zoom and
Well,
Ugh.
Richard, would you like to make a motion to
so I
adjourn?
missed the entire open space meeting.
Oh, you,
I make a motion to adjourn.
all right, do we have a second?
Second,
Oh, wait, Bill is here. Bill, did you have something you wanted to say?
No, I was just tuning
No,
in
this is gonna
to
be
see what was going on.
Meeting.
It's gonna be
Too.
It's gonna be the shortest
No.
meeting on record, I think, Bill.
Oops.
Okay, very good.
All right,
Thank you.
roll call, Rich,
Aye.
Jeff,
Aye.
Katie,
aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
I for myself. Good night, everyone, and thank you so much for showing up.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Have a good one.
Good night, everyone.
Night, Rich.